guys, it's your girl Kismat, aka that's Zalika Chick, and welcome to my channel once again. Okay, so long time no see. First off, I need to say sorry and promise you guys that we'll be doing this more often. We'll be doing this consistently as from now. So guys, if you're not part of the family yet, please do not forget to subscribe. I need you to subscribe, please. Thank you. So now that you subscribed, welcome back. Did you guys miss me as much as I missed you? Because I really did miss you. I missed everything. I missed my vlogs, I missed my movie reviews, I missed the Owambe moments. Like, yeah, I know Owambe will soon be back, so we'll be back partying, rocking, Ashwebi, and doing all of those things. So now I said today I wanted to talk about something that was trending like 2 weeks ago, thereabouts. It was about African parents. African parents toxic. Like, a lot of people had things to say about this, and I thought, okay, let's gist about it. I'll ask you guys, what do you guys think about African parents? Do you think African parents are toxic? Okay, no, let me go back a little. So the tweet that I think brought about this discussion on Twitter and other social media was the fact that it was Solomon Buchi's tweet. It was a tweet about African parents, but he generalized. He didn't have facts. He said 90% of African parents are toxic, and this brought about a lot of boos. So many people insulting their fathers, their mothers, all sorts of people were fighting, cursing, doing all sorts of things on social media in Brother Shaggy's voice. So at the end of the day, he came out. That Solomon Buchi came out. I don't know if you guys know him, but it's quite popular, and he's a feminist. I follow him because it's not just because of the fact that he's a feminist. I like him because most of the time it speaks sense. I like people that speak sense, and when you do it in a way that you're not even afraid of what people think or what people will say to you, the backlash that might come with it, then yeah, it interests me. I admire those kind of people, and yeah, that's why I follow him. So I also admire the fact that he came out to say, okay, I got a lot of bashing, a lot of insults and all of that because of my tweets. I shouldn't have tweeted that 90% of African parents are toxic, because he didn't have statistics, he didn't have facts to back that up. So that was why he apologized, and yeah, he should have apologized, and he did. And now it's not about him or it's him apologizing. It's about what the discussion that came about after that, and some people are still talking about it. Where should I start from? Okay, so do I think African parents are toxic? No. This was what I said when I saw it. I was like, okay, the word is not used to describe animals, or it's not used to describe objects like maybe chairs, tables, all of that. Toxic is a word that is used to describe people, and then African parents are people. Okay, so if we agree that African parents are people, it means that some or a lot of African parents can be toxic. So we love them. They are our elders. We love them. We respect them. It doesn't mean that we can't say that if we find a toxic trait, we shouldn't point it out or try it. Because I feel like when you tell someone that they're toxic, or if you point out a toxic trait in someone, you're doing the person more, you should no harm, good. Because you're telling the person that you need to work on this. I don't know if I could ever get to the point where I can, legit look at my mom's face and say, oh, I think this is a toxic trait you have. I feel the only thing I've ever said to my mom has been, okay, the fact that she doesn't apologize, or I don't know, I can't remember vividly. And the way you even say it has to be with, you can't just jump and come out, tell your mommy, look at your mommy in the face and say, mommy, you're toxic. You do that? I laugh in Chinese because it's just not something you can do. Like, it's something you can do, but it's not something that is normal here. We don't see it as normal here in Africa. We feel you're disrespecting your parents if you say that to them. But in all that, like in the Western world, when you say that, nobody sees you as being disrespectful. They see you as pointing out something that should be worked on. So basically, I agree, or I know for a fact that because African parents are people too, they can be toxic. You can't rule that out. If you can point out to your friend that they're toxic in order for them to grow, in order for them to work on whatever it is that is toxic, the traits, you should be able to even say that to your mom because you love your mom. You should be able to say that to your dad because you love them even more than you love your friends. So I feel if you say that to your mom or your dad, it should be out of love, and you shouldn't say it in a disrespectful way. You shouldn't say it in a way that makes them feel like respect. But then I feel one of the reasons, like the greatest reasons why people think a lot of African parents are toxic is because African parents always think that fear is the same thing as, or fear, when you fear them, it automatically means you respect them. There are two different things. Like, they're not even the same. You can respect someone without being scared of them. Like, fear and respect, I don't think that they're even on the same page. Like, you don't have, that's the problem. Most African, or a lot of African parents, I won't say most, because there are some African parents that, when they are distant with their children, like, it's like they're with their best friends, they're with their friends, they're G's. That's how they are. They're so cool with their children. They are friends, best of friends. So those people are not the people that instill fear in their children for them to be respected. No. So, but a lot of them actually believe that your child should fear you. Like, there should be fear that when mommy is coming, you should know that mommy is coming. I have to respect myself. I have to behave. I have to, be. Some children actually fidget. They are so scared when they see their parents, especially when they are maybe teenagers. Some people even in the university, they are so afraid of their parents. So yeah, that's what they think. So I think that alone, it creates that fear. The fact that as a parent you're creating this barrier, you're making it known that your child should fear you. Automatically there becomes a barrier is created, and your child is not close to you the way they should be. And apart from that, this flogging thing, like I always say, it's like you don't have to. Well, that's what I think. So I really can't say so much about it, but from what I know, flogging, beating your child is not, like, violence is never away from me. I feel there are so many ways that you can talk to your child, punish your child, because you really need to punish children. You can't rule that out. You can't say, oh, I can actually raise a child without punishing them. That's a lie. Children will always be children, so you need to punish them. You need to talk to them. You need to tell them when you're doing something that is not wrong. So something that is wrong. So this is the reason why you need to punish your children. But you do not have to, resort to flogging them. People beat their children up so bad. They have scars all over them. And the ones who don't even beat up their children, there's the verbal abuse, emotional abuse, and all of these things. These things are, things that, when these children grow, there's always this, I don't know how to describe it, but when some people were even saying, oh, you can't say that African parents are toxic because my mom used to beat me so much and now I'm successful, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that. That's not what they're saying. They're saying when they beat you so much, it usually has effects on you. It affects you. You might not admit now. There's a reason why you sit down with your friends, you're gisting, and all of a sudden you're doing bang, 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 like somebody that has, just saying something to you and you're doing like you have squishies, you have scanshi. And it's probably because of trauma, it's probably because of a traumatic experience. The violence is just something that, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm always so, when it comes to violence, I'm like, I don't want it near me. So I feel like there's always an adverse effect or something. So, no, you can punish your child without beating them up so much that they have like, do you really need to use canes, belts, wires, pepper and all of those things on your child, just sit down and ask yourself. I don't think you need to do that for your child to turn out great. No. So for me, that's just what I think. But like I said, I think because African parents are also people, they are beings, they are flesh, so they can be toxic, and a lot of them that I have seen are actually toxic, and they do not know that they are toxic. And this thing that we're saying, all of this, they are toxic, that they don't even know that anything they're doing, they think that they actually think they're doing it for our own good. They don't see it as evil. I bet you just a few parents would actually be evil, and legit know that they are evil, and then met out this evil on their children. Just a few, like very few. Most of them don't know that they are even being, they're doing all of this out of love. This is how they were trained, this is how they were raised, and so this is how they know how to love. They're not doing it so that they're not doing it so that they can, they're not doing it because they have evil intentions. I think that's the best way to describe it. So our parents they're not doing all of these things that they do, sometimes hurling insults at you, saying some very bam bam words at you. They're not doing it because they hate you or they want to be evil. They're doing it because this is what they know. This is how they know to, they think they love you. No, they actually love you, but they think, by showing you all of these things is out of love. But they don't know that they're doing more harm than good. So that's the problem. So how do we tell them that they're doing this? It's not me that we go to an African parent and tell them that, hey mama, you're toxic. No, be me. I can't do it. I don't think it's not me. I wouldn't dare do that. But I feel what we can do as, the younger ones, what we can do is, because we know better, we should do better. I feel that's the best thing we can do. Raise our own children in a way that's different from this, in a way that's not toxic, in a way that they're not scared to tell us, see all of the things that are happening right now, a lot of rape cases and all of that. If you're distant, you're not friends with your children, do you think they will be, comfortable around you to even tell you when things that are actually giving them trauma and all of these things happen to them in school, in public places, or if you're the type of parent that is always, but it's okay, you're always carrying your eyes up like this, your child cannot even see you relaxed, you're always, it's as if, what's the problem now? So on more serious notes, you need to be friends with your children. I feel that's the easiest way. Be friends. I'm not saying don't punish your child though, because you're not doing any good to your child if you don't punish them when they're wrong. What I'm saying is be friends with them. Don't behave like because I'm someone's mom, the child has to fear me. No, I don't want to be feared. I want to be respected. I want to be loved. I want my child to show me compassion. I want to be best of friends with my children, not for them to fear me. I don't even like for anyone to fear me. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not something I like. So I feel that's the best way, being friends with your children. And that's it. It's not about us coming to Twitter, going on social media and saying all sorts of things, fighting and all of that, and saying, oh, you have to agree with me that African parents are toxic, and 100% of African parents are toxic, 10% of African parents. No. What we should do is do better, because we know better. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Let's just... Okay, please guys, once again, I need to go, but once again, please, I beg of you, I beg sir, I beg ma, please do not forget to subscribe. I need you to subscribe so I can grow. We'll be doing this often, I promise, consistently. Yeah. So guys, bye.